Hi guys, so today's video is going to be my first video in my one palette a week challenge using the Kat Von D metal, the metal matte palette. So if you guys are new to my channel, welcome. Hi, I'm Natasha. I'm weird. Please like me. This is a video series where I'll be using one palette to create 5 different looks every day. And then at the end of that week, I'll be including my review of the palette, what I think about it, and that kind of thing. So this is the first look of the week, and I decided to do sort of a green, brown, foresty sort of look. So yeah, if you guys like it and want to know how to do it, then just stay tuned, and here is the tutorial. So as you can see, it's absolutely massive. So for brushes, we're actually using 4 brushes. I'm using a large flat brush. This is going to evenly distribute color all over the lid. So I'm also going to be using 2 217 style brushes. These happen to be my favorite for distributing color. And then I'm going to be using a small shader brush that I have in bulk just because they're really good for applying colors to the lid. For the colors in here that I'm going to be using, I'm going to be using this color right here. This is Bone. I'm going to be using Moss. I'm going to be going into a little bit of Suede as well as Oak for crease and transition. A little bit of this one, which is Watt, and that's going to go a little bit on the lid, as well as dipping my finger into Synergy and Flash. There's a lot of eyeshadows, but I'm just going to show you how to complete this look. And there's the sun. Here comes the sun. The first color that I'm going to go into Bone, and I'm going to apply this all over the lid as a color that cancels out my natural eye color. Now if you're a little bit more darker than me, you can use Suede. Taking that on my big fluffy brush here, and then I'm just going to apply that all over the lid and up to the crease as well. Next I'm going to take my blending brush and I'm going to go into Suede, dipping the brush into that. This is going to go in my crease as well as a little bit up to the brow bone. I do like applying that color all over the lid that cancels out my natural eye shade, just because I find Kat Von D eyeshadows blend best when there's not a sticky base. So I find putting that color that sort of cancels everything out allows the mattes to blend more evenly. I go into a tiny flat shader brush, and I'm going to be going into this beautiful green color here. This one is called Moss. And I'm going to just take that and apply that all over my lid. Being sure to sort of wiggle that into the brush, really tap out the excess. You can always go in and get more if you need to. And then when I'm applying that to the lid, I'm just patting that on, picking up a little more, dusting it off, and continuing to sort of build up the color and move it around the lid. Once the Moss color is applied to the lid, next I'm going to go into another 217, picking up a little bit of that Moss shade, just a little bit, tapping it off, and then I'm going to take that and blend that into the crease. Next I'm going to take the 217 that we use Suede on, pick up a little bit more of that. So basically I'm using one for the green and one for the browns. I'm going to take a little bit of Suede again and just use that to blend out the green. I'm gonna go into Oak, which is the darker brown. This is a beautiful color, like stunning brown. I'm obsessed with this color. So I'm gonna place that on top of both and just blend this sort of in the outer V into the crease. So then once that's complete, next I'm going to take a little bit of Watt, which is the sort of emerald green. I'm going to take that on a clean finger right to the center of the lid. And that's just going to add a little bit of shine to that matte look. I'm also going to go into Moss with the flat shader brush. That's going to go right underneath the eye. Next I'm going to take a little bit of Suede, and I'm just going to use that to blend that out. And then, just to make it a little more interesting, I'm going to go into Synergy, just sort of a copper shade. Go right sort of on top of Moss, right in the lash line. And this is going to make sort of like a muddy, greeny, coppery thing on the bottom. I know that doesn't sound very awesome, but it looks really cool. And then just using a clean finger, I'm going to mix together both Synergy and Flash, these 2 metallic shades, and that's what I'm going to use on my inner corner. And I'm making a mix, so it's a real sort of bright copper shade. You can use a tiny pencil brush if you like, but finger works fine for me. I'll be applying mascara as well as a set of false eyelashes. I have this like bulk set of eyelashes from Walmart. So I'm just using these ones. They're from Kiss. I don't remember what they're called, but that's what I'm gonna apply. And then I'm gonna show you guys how to finish up the rest of the face. Okay, so then once you're finished with the eyes, this is the final eye look. So the sun is just too much right now. It's sort of beyond my control. I'm over here like trying not to be blinded by the light, but I'm very obviously blinded by the light. It was going so well. I was like, this is wonderful. And then the sun. Ah! So then for the rest of the face, I do have contour in. So for that, I'm using the NYX blush in Taupe. So I just kind of want to show you guys, just for shits, because people are like, oh, why don't you film with natural lighting? Well, I have a ring light on and natural light. That's what it looks like without my ring light. But anyway, I just kind of wanted to show you guys that. So that sort of balances out the rest of the sun, if that makes any sense. But then it also makes it so incredibly bright in this room that, one, I'm trying to find a good exposure on my camera, and then two, I'm trying not to be like, hi guys, I can't, anyway. And then for blush, I'm going to be taking Milani's Baked Blush in Luminoso. It's so pretty. I love this blush. At least you guys will get to see what it's going to look like in the sun. So the one that I'm going to use is Prosecco Pop. I have to apply this really lightly because it's not exactly my best shade for my skin tone. It's a little bit too gold. So when I do use it, I apply it really lightly to get that shine. For lips, I've decided to just stick with a neutral tone. This happens to be Wolfsbane from Makeup Monsters. This happens to be one of my sort of like favorite neutral grayish kind of lip color. It's just my favorite, so. Alright, so then this is the final look with the lips applied using the Metal Matte palette. So yeah, always feel free to leave me comments down below, both of palettes that you want me to use in the future. I definitely am going to be doing the Lime Crime Venus 2. That was requested, as well as the Modern Renaissance palette, because I actually really love that palette, so I'm going to definitely be doing that one for a week. But let me know how you guys like this series, how you guys like sort of daily videos. I may kind of do these weeks sort of in between, but let me know how you like it at least, because I've been really enjoying doing this, and it's something that's fun, and it's something that I can just sit down and actually film a couple videos sort of like in a day. It's kind of easier than coming up with looks where I'm grabbing a bunch of different things. So let me know how you like it, and yeah, so until my next one, I'll talk to all you soon, guys.